How many times have you been shilled a meme coin on a random chain, found yourself scrambling to finally get a little bit of money to ape into a project, and you end up buying the top and getting rugged? In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how I structure my wallet so I never miss an opportunity. I'm the fastest and the sharpest in these markets. I'm going to show you how you can replicate this for yourself. I haven't seen this on YouTube anywhere before. Now, it's very important that you pay attention. Why? Because the only true thing in life is energy, right? You either pay by focusing and learning, or you pay by your mistakes, i.e. buying the top, getting rugged, and wondering why it's always you that is getting wrecked. Remember, where attention flows, energy goes, and energy is money. And you need to be prepared. The reason why these wallets work is simply because I'm prepared for the opportunities. I'm prepared for the opportunities that come to me, and I never ever let them pass. Now, the reason why most people fail in crypto is because they actually lack the infrastructure for financial success in crypto. They're actually just unprepared. Like, if you get shilled something, or if you see a post, for example, yesterday, we seen multiple people, we seen Telegram, then we seen Ton, and then we seen all of the people from Telegram change their profile picture to the picture of Redo. This is what happened to Redo's price, in case you didn't know. It's up 94% today. So in one day, you could have made 94%. But you probably wasn't prepared. Maybe you don't even know what resistance dog is. Maybe you don't even know what Ton is. I'm going to show you how you will never miss this opportunity. In fact, I made over $40,000 in the space of about 5 hours yesterday with this exact same play. I'm in, I'm out, and I don't mind where it goes. I've secured my profits. I'm on to the next play. Hopefully, this can inspire you to follow what I'm about to show you. Now, this is the setup that I like to use. I'm going to give you an example if you had $2,000. Let's say you're at 9 to 5, making $500 a month. The first thing that you need to do is you need to go ahead and get a ledger. Now, if you don't know what a ledger is, I'm going to show you something. It's magic, right? You go on Google, you type in, what is a ledger, right? You don't need me to tell you this, right? You say, what is a crypto ledger? And you can find it out. You can go on YouTube, you can look at my channel, you can find it out. I'm expecting, if you're watching this video, you should at least know what ledger is. If you don't, just watch these videos after this. Next, you need a trading account, right? You need a centralized exchange. Now, I have a list of the best centralized exchanges on my YouTube channel. I recommend, again, after this video, look at this, because again, you need it. So, to run it back, you got your 9 to 5, which is very important. Everybody needs a source of cash flow. You put in $500 a month into crypto. That $500, ideally, what I would do, obviously it's completely up to you what you do with your own investments. This is just a structure. But what I would do is, out of the 2,000, I would have at least $500. Like it's always important just to have Bitcoin, because you never know the day when Bitcoin can go full send. Then, in my centralized exchanges, I like to have a proportion of like altcoins. We know that altcoin season is coming. We know about the multiple cycles that we have with altcoins. In fact, I'll show you exactly where we are in this market right now if you're somebody which is brand new. As you can see here, this is the recent price action. You can see we had our fourth halving. At this stage, the green represents money. Money was actually flowing out of the market as we was entering into halving, resulting in a very choppy market and altcoins getting absolutely wrecked. Now we are showing maximum strength. In fact, we're in a position now where we're looking to actually take our next leg up as we stay above this 200 EMA, which most people are missing. In fact, I think this is a 200 or even the 500. As you can see, it's a 200. And we're staying above it. Every time we've been above this moving average, just like we was here, you see it was very similar. Multiple days we stayed above it, and we didn't come back to it for months. Now you can see again, we're sending multiple days above it. And as we enter into the election year, you never want a bad market in the election. So as we run up into the election, whatever, of these characters, these actors that get voted in, it doesn't matter. The market, they're going to print money and they're going to try and push up these markets into the election. Now, hopefully you're positioned for that, because this stage that we have here is altcoin season. We're getting mighty close, which means to capitalize on that, we need to be prepared with the right structure to capitalize on it. So already from now, I'm not waiting. I'm already starting to DCA into these tokens. One of the tokens I've picked right now is Sun token. This is just for example. I have a lot more. I have about 50k of this. And as you can see, the next thing I've done is after on my centralized exchanges, I've got these tokens. What I do is I set up Telegram bots. Now on each chain, you need to have bots. You need to have bots. The reason why you have bots is because they are the fastest thing for making money. If you're trading on Uniswap, on PancakeSwap, on SunSwap, for example, with Tron Chain, you're missing out because you're going to miss the gains to be made. Here's a great example. Just yesterday, Cassius Clay caused one of the biggest outbursts in crypto with a coin called Bull. He called it inside of his Telegram channel. At the time, I think it was like a $20 million market cap. This is the fake one. But the real Bull, you will see, I think it's at like $100 million market cap. You see 150 million. Now, when he called it at the time, it was around 30 million to even 60 million market cap. Instantly, in this one candle, I think it was even space 5 minutes. Let's pull it up on the 5 minute. As you can see, in 5, 10, 15 minutes, the price went from down here, which is the lowest part of the candle, all the way up over 23x. Multiple people online were complaining about their transactions failing, whereas anybody that was using the bot managed to get their transactions through, and it resulted in tons of traders making a lot of money. You can see this person here, $2,900 invested, pulled out 200k. This person here, 1.5k, pulled out 200k. Again, for most people that are a little bit more intelligent in crypto, these wallets could all be one person. They could all be Crash. But I suspect that not all of them are, right? $174, 200k, Sometimes when you have bots and you manage to be fast, you can, first of all, buy on these types of pumps. You can get in on these types of pumps. But when you're buying on the exchanges, you might get wrecked, which is why I like to use this setup. I have my bots, and I'll transact between them and my centralized exchanges, right? So I always go back and forth, and I will always have a stable amount of money in each one. For example, on Ton Chain, if I only had $2,000 to my name, I would have $200. On Tron, the same thing, and the same for every single one of these chains. Yes, before the hype, before BNB hype, you want to at least have some money on that chain just to be ready. Before the Solana hype comes back, before the base. Nobody's talking about base right now. Let me ask you the question. Are you prepared in case there is a base season? Or will you have to bridge over and go through your portfolio of 50 different shitcoins to decide which ones you would need to be bridging from, resulting in you missing out on gains and again wondering, why is it always me? Now, let's take an example, right? This person gets a 10x on a meme coin. So let's say I do the right setup, right? I take the money from my 9-to-5 job. I put $500 a month into my ledger, and out of that, I have a $2,000 portfolio. Maybe this is what I wanted to start off with. I fill up the bots. I end up making a 10x, right, on a call from the Crypto Kings Telegram. Then, from this 10x, I make it on, let's say, a Ton coin. I put in, not the whole bag, not the whole $200, but I put in $100, and now, all of a sudden, I've got 1,000. So this $100 that I invest into this ton meme coin, I make a 10x on it using my bots. And out of that, my $1,000 is now $3,000. Now, 95% of people at this stage, in fact, we'll put my camera on for this. 95% of people at this stage, do you want me to tell you what they do? A, hold the bag. Which is not bad, maybe it could go up. But even worse, they don't even take the time to reflect on where they started. They don't take the time to actually look and say, hold on a minute, 14 days ago, I had $2,000. Now, one investment is basically half, what, 1/3 of my whole portfolio. Right? When you have it like this, what would a hedge fund do? Well, I'll tell you what a hedge fund would do. Right? They would take profit, a small amount, and they would rebalance it over time. Doesn't mean you need to full G the bag, full sell, be like, oh my gosh, I've made the trade. Maybe it carries on going up. You don't want to miss out on huge gains all the way up here. But maybe at least here, you can secure some of that investment, rebalance your main portfolio, and let the rest ride. It sounds so easy, doesn't it? But I promise you it's not. And it makes no difference whether you have $2,000, $10,000, $100,000, or even $1 million. This structure, this system is all the same. So I like to go through a period of what's called rebalancing. Now, rebalancing is super important. As you grow, eventually maybe you want to quit your job. You want to even quit your business. You're sick and tired. But you don't want to be in a position which will put you under pressure for your investments. You want to be in a position of power. So to do that, you need to be able to rebalance your long-term holdings, your trading holdings, and also your bots. So this is an example of what I have done with trades where I've made a lot of money on my trade. I review it and I'm like, okay, I'm up 10x. Maybe it's time to take a little bit of profit, which is not bad. There's nothing wrong with securing a little bit of profit within your initial investment. So let's say on the Ton chain, I was at 1,000. I take out a few $100, and now I leave $500 in the coin and also in the trading account. Okay, maybe I've got $300 of Ton, and I've got $200 of the token, which has allowed me to rebalance. Then the $500 is simple. All I do is the profit that I made, I shift it into one of my altcoin plays on my centralized exchange, right? Maybe the Sun token. Now I'm in the same spot. I'm in the same position, but now I've got more exposure to something which I probably have more conviction in than the meme coin. Right? Maybe it's different. Maybe you have some meme coins that you have super high conviction in, like Tonkat, for example. You DCA from other memes into Tonkat, for example. And I do the same thing. For example, say we go into altcoin season again, right? It's super important, guys. Like, I can't urge this enough. You will get wrecked if you don't follow this system, right? The money flow is going up. Money is coming in to crypto right now. We could head into a macro altcoin season. We could come up for the election, whatever could happen, and then we go for a second rally. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter. What's important is that we know that one thing is coming for sure, and that is altcoin season. And during this stage, it's likely that the CEX coins, every coin on BYBIT, Binance, KuCoin, whatever, is probably going to do a 10 or 20x. Right? Let's say my Sun token does a 10x. Right? If you guys don't know what Sun token is, I'll show you an example. So just how high it was before. Right? In literally the space of 1, 2, 3, 4 days, it's on a 5x. So let's say I was holding my Sun token a little bit earlier. I've made a 5x on this $1,000. Now I've got 5k. Now my portfolio is 7 grand. I'll 3x my portfolio, my whole portfolio, from one investment. So the goal now is to do what? Again, I go back to rebalance and I take one step backwards. I buy more BTC. I half that. I put 2 grand in that. And we knock that down to 3 grand, for example. Okay, now all of a sudden, I've still got my $500 a month coming in from my 9 to 5. But all of a sudden, I now have, a $7,000 portfolio. And it's a lot less risky than if I still hold the whole bag in the meme. This game, guys, the game of crypto, is a game of survival. Right? It's important to understand that. Now, infrastructure is about building a pipeline for your money. And this all comes, funny enough, from a business book for being an entrepreneur, managing money, called The Millionaire Master Plan. It's one of the best selling books in business right now. I recommend you go and check it out. It explains a lot of things. One system that he calls it is he calls it a plumbing system. Right? You have money coming in. You have water coming through this system. If there is one break, for example, you have no CEX. Money leaks out of this system. Money leaks out of the flow. Right? Because you're making money over here, but you're not securing it over here, causing you to be in a cycle of constantly losing money because you've got all of your money inside of a bank box. So you have to ask yourself this question. Do you have a money flow? Right? Do you have your pipeline set up? And again, prepare for the best. If you have $500, just use it as $500. If you have $20,000, use it the same way you use $20,000. Right? And take the time to be reflective and attentive to your plays. I was speaking to somebody today, and one of my good friends, and he was telling me, Taro, is like, look, I'm making a lot of money in my business, but he got hacked. And he lost about $7,000, which was a lot of money for him. And he was distraught. He said, look, bro, I didn't even check my wallet for 40 days. I'll go back to look at my portfolio. It's gone. He said one thing that he's taught him is to pay attention, to not be negligent with his whole entire portfolio in crypto, and to pay more attention to what he's actually doing. Because this here can make more money ever than he'd ever make in his 9 to 5. Like, the craziest thing I say to people, guys, if I was to offer you $7,000 an hour, would you pay attention? Most people would. But you can make $7,000 in an hour in crypto, but yet you don't pay attention. You don't do research. You don't set up these structures ahead of time. Right? And to get rich in crypto, you must set these things up before. You must be on Tron before it's Tron hype. You must be on base before it's base hype. Solana before the wave comes back to Solana. Here I've attached the crypto pipeline. Okay, to put it simple, Ledger, Exchange, MetaMask, Telegram. I think it's very funny that the name of an exchange is to exchange, meaning to go back and forth to exchange. But most people use an exchange like it's a ledger or bank account. The key things to remember, you want to have multiple accounts. Just like in banking, you have check-ins and savings, your investments and your crypto wallets. You want to keep them separate. Even if right now you don't have any money, you still need to have the infrastructure to be prepared to be lucky. I define luck as preparation meeting opportunity. Meaning if I'm prepared ahead of time, I'm going to be lucky more than other people. Because other people are still trying to bridge over to the chain and they don't even know how to use their wallets. Next, hardware wallets. Again, store your banking offline. If you make $100 grand in a meme coin, just lock it away. Right? Secure that and start again. You can always make more money. I've attached this here so you can be ready for success. If you want to download this, the link for this is going to be inside of the description. And finally, you're probably wondering, well, what are the best bots to use? What are the best exchanges? If you want me to make a video where I break down the best bots I use on each and every chain, maybe even a small tutorial on how to use those bots, all you have to do is leave a comment down in the description and let me know if you enjoyed this style of video and if you want more. Thank you very much, guys. My name is Tyrell, the Crypto King. Check out my channel if you want to learn more about crypto and making money online. Peace.